See what the neighbors were doing. They had their big trailer out yesterday up in the woods. Like, people weren't going to see what the fuck's going on. So we're going to turn on our front bar and see what the fuck they were up to yesterday. These guys are a fucking pain in my ass. They're dropping off gravel. Fuckers. So that means they're installing they have like McDonald's playland sitting inside their front yard. While they have kids, I understand the need to have toys for the kids. Now the problem with this is that they were the first people in this HOA, they were the first people into development before it was an HOA. Now that doesn't grant you immunity from anything. That just means that you were here before anybody else. I think what they're thinking is that since we moved in before it was an HOA, we're grandfathered in and we can do whatever the hell we want to do. No, that's not that's not the way this works. So while inside our CC&Rs, our bylaws for the HOA, it does not have a specific guideline for kid toys. It does have a guideline for lawn ornaments or stuff that's in your lawn that is there for longer than a week, 2 weeks. And if they're adding gravel, that tells me that whatever they're putting inside there, whatever they're putting in now is a permanent structure, which would tell me that that is going to be a lawn ornament. And there's also the catch-all of whatever is done inside the HOA has to be within the community. So since every house that we have in our HOA does not have a McDonald's playland sitting in the front yard, that house sticks out. That house is, the house is fine. The playland is not allowed. That's going to be fun to talk about tonight. Amongst other things that we have today, I hate HOA meetings because I'm dealing with people that want the benefit of an HOA. I want my neighbor's yard to be clean, but don't look at my yard. That was a problem I had last week with talking to an out-of-state owner that said, well, what about this person? What about that person? What about this person? And like I told them, hey, how are you, chat? I do not have my glasses on. Muhammad looks like, what's up, brother? Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're in the United States of America. We are in Michigan, northern Emmett County. I have an hour until work, so I am driving around, drinking coffee, bullshitting about today. What's going on today? Got an HOA meeting that we're going to have some fun with. We were going to tell my fellow owners I'm the president of our HOA, so I've been dealing with all kinds of stupid shit. It's like I was saying, I'm telling people, you know, you really don't want to start pointing fingers at your neighbor going, his lawn's too big, or his glass is not clean enough, or any violation of the CC&Rs. You don't want to start doing that because that can turn around really quickly. I think, maybe 2 other homeowners that feel like my wife and I that really want this community to be cleaned. We want it to be nice. We want it to be as the HOA should be. Everybody signed into the HOA. Everybody got the same bylaws as everybody else. At closing, there's absolutely no excuse for, well, I didn't know that this was against the rules of the HOA. Everybody knows that. I'm going to give everybody there's the 23rd, I think we decided that we're going to start enforcing our rules on the 23rd. Give everybody a couple of weeks to be compliant. Right now, there's not much serious infractions of the HOA. There's a couple signs here and there, but nothing that's really out of the realm of possibilities that can't be fixed, except for that lawn ornament. That's gonna be a thorn in my side. I imagine it's gonna piss off the owner, Zach, the owner of the lawn ornament, the guy with all the kids. Whoa, Jerkolak, coming right here. We're gonna go up Jerkolak because I want to see if we're able to get through. We had an ice storm here 2 months ago, just over 2 months ago. All of our seasonal roads were closed. Couldn't drive down them because the trees had fallen down. So what I'm doing now, wasting time drinking coffee, and we're gonna go check out the roads and see how they are. There is construction that's gonna start in another couple days on our route to work, and that will lead to an extra 10-15 minutes. And if I can get away from that construction, I will do that every day of the week. So part of that, getting around the construction, is being able to use the side roads, which means we got to start checking out which roads are open. I have absolutely no idea. I came down here probably 3 weeks ago, and I made it about a quarter mile and it was stopped because the roads had not been cleared yet. I should have my chainsaw in the back. I don't. That's my fault. Oh, not like I'm going to do anything anyways. I got an hour until I have to be to work, so I'm not really looking to start chainsawing. My God. Maybe the next couple days we'll turn bright lights off. So we're going to see how. What are we on now? We are on. This is not North Air. This is not. What the hell is this? I can't remember what road this is. This is Sunny Ridge. Okay. Whoa! Goodness. So with all this bumpity bump, this tells me this is open, because these are made by sides. Jesus Christ. This is absolutely insane. And this road might be open, but I don't think we're going to make it all the way down, because I'm not going to get jerked around like that. We got some big hills coming up here, so we're going to see how they are. And again, those whoop-de-doos back there might have been put there by the owner to discourage people from coming up. But if you can see the logs on the right, the logs on the left, people that have been in here sawing and opening this up. We're looking at the tire tracks. We do see regular thick tires like mine, so that means somebody's been down here with the big wheel vehicle. The problem with doing this is once you stop seeing logs being sawed, once you stop seeing tire tracks, it's time to turn around. But we are still seeing, that's a pretty big tire print right there. That tells me that's a bobcat, not an actual animal, but what they call a bobcat skid steer excavator. It's a type of manufacturer of equipment. We are probably a quarter of the way up. Get out of there. It's pretty impressed that it's still passable. I don't know why I'm moving forward. But here comes the fun part. Okay, this is not done yet. Yeah, this is not cleared yet. So that is just a little sample of what needs to get done. If we had our chainsaw, we could get through here, but we're not looking at chainsaw right now, and I'm not looking to clear that out. So we're gonna pack up. And this guy, whoa, we're gonna back right into a tree. Yeah, this is private property, so we are shit out of luck. So we are gonna turn back around. We're gonna come out the way we ended up. We're gonna go down Tower, which is the first road that we were on. And I know Tower's open. I've been down Tower. So that road is a no-go. That is Sunny Ridge. That is a no-go. Which is fine. My left rear turn signal is not working. Excuse me. It is 40 degrees outside, folks. It is cold. Divide by 2 minus 20 would be 20. It is almost 0 Celsius outside right now. It is cold. This is not supposed to happen. I got seedlings outside that are, I don't think, gonna enjoy the cold snap that happened tonight, this morning. But they'll make it. I hope. One day is not gonna kill everything. And it's gonna be sunny and I think 50, 55 today. But as we come down here, what were we talking about? Talking about the HOA. We're done talking about that. I got a meeting tonight, and well, I don't know if we're done talking about it. I don't know. You know, as a neighbor, I understand why he needs the kids' equipment. I do, and I'm very sympathetic with it, even though I don't like kids and I don't have kids. I understand that people that don't have Jeeps, they gotta have equipment for their kids to play with, so you can ignore your child. Jesus, that's put there purposely to stop people from going down there. Yeah, I understand the need for kids equipment, but as the president of the HOA, I can't have it. It's not, and the problem with that is that if I let him have it, I gotta let everybody have it. If I let everybody have kids equipment, it turns into lawn ornaments, it turns into sandboxes, trampolines, it turns into a shit show. And that will be a sticking point, and they will not like that, and I understand that. The guy that's doing this is a pretty smart guy. He's my vice president of the HOA. So, I don't know. My initial thought is I'm going to suggest to him that we allow him to grow. There's horse poop. That's interesting. So I think I'm going to allow him to build a 6-foot fence so we can't see. Speaking of not seeing, let's tighten this up a little bit. Let's see, today is Monday. Today is payday for the week. Payday for Misty starts today. And this is not financial news. This is not financial anything. This is purely for financial speculation. I am into the Misty Mafia. I am also into the Lady Posse. PLTY and MSTY. They're both yield max ETF funds that follow a strategy. And Misty Plady follows Palantir. Now the fun part about these two funds is that I don't know if it's really considered fun. I 100% believe in Bitcoin, That's what Strategy has, and that is what Misty, MSTY, follows. So if you like Bitcoin, you're gonna like Strategy. If you like Strategy and Bitcoin, you're gonna like Misty. Misty pays every month. The first time I had Misty, they paid out a $3 dividend on a $30 share price. If I remember right, the share price has dropped to $21 a share, something around there. And the dividend has come down to, but I think I have it pegged at 115 this week. The guy I follow, Rod, Retire on Dividends, has it pegged at 150, I think. So we're going to try the next road south. This is North Air. I don't know how far we're going to get down here. This is a lesser known road than the one we were on last time. That does not mean that it is not clean. Somebody may have come by and cleaned this up for us. I do not see any. There's some limbs that are on the side of the road. There's some, that was some kind of small turning radius here with somebody with the tracks. There they are pushing the stuff into the valley. So the people that are cleaning up this, well, let's go back to the finances. We believe in Bitcoin, and I also believe in Palantir. Palantir is AI, Palantir is software. Palantir's CEO, Alex Crump? I can't remember. He's got really funky hair. I don't care. I got my hair. I got my company. I don't care. Yeah, he's passionate. Oh my God. Talk about somebody that's passionate. I don't like Iglesias, Enrique. Yeah, we're talking about Backstreet Boys. That went out that way. Oh my God. Talk about that all day long. So the guy I follow is called Retire on Down into the Valley. So we lost contact there. We're into the valley. North Air is open. Well, that's cool. I'm happy to know they're open. That will make, happy to know they're open. That will make getting around the construction even easier. And